Okay. Hello, you fellow Dusty Dogs and Travels of the Trail out there. My name is Dusty Yodi here for DIFT Gaming, and welcome back to more Planet Coaster. So I want to apologize for last time because I promised that I was going to do more of this and then completely and totally ran out of energy. So yeah, I had a lot of time where I was wanting to play more of this, and I didn't. Well, I recently reminded myself of how bad I hated the path thing on the other one, and I decided let's give this thing another shot because that seems to be my main stifling point. So I did. I also changed a little bit of my formatting. I don't know if I will do that for every stream, but we at least have a little bit of a color change. Spice things up a bit. But essentially what we're going to do is I'm going to walk through what I did this time and why that changed and what changed about it, as well as my approaches to changing it, as what I considered, like, what did I feel I needed to do differently on this. Then we will go into the new stuff. And there's a lot of changes. So we're actually looking at this from a different side here. Let me put this thing on pause so the natural sounds... Okay, that... Let's put this on pause so the natural sounds don't get too loud, and then cue my GPU fan running like crazy. That's a normal for this game. Let's see. Let's actually bring us over back to the park entrance. So this is our entrance building now. And you might have noticed I did it up a little bit. So the first thing here is we have a breeze block structure with a, I believe most of what you see is the almond coloration, standard coloration, pretty much on most Planet Coaster things. I did a little bit better on the building where I put the H, it's still made in an H, let me show you here. So it is made in an H pattern still, so you still have the one arm here and the one arm over here. But I did two things that make me feel a little bit better about it. One is that I extended the width of this thing. I believe the original one was just like 3 or 4. This one is now like a 6 tile across format here, which allows me to have, which allows for two benefits. First of all, I was able to make this little thing here where we have these little entrance signs over here where guests can enter through here. We have a non-functional membership ticket window, and we have a thing over here that's like a special VIP entrance. I thought that was cute. I wanted to do that in the other one, and I think I misinterpreted it, but hey, we have it now, and it looks pretty good. I actually like this one a little bit better. The other thing is, with the 6, you can actually see that I have a couple of trees planted out here, and this is the longer extended arm. It doesn't look that much longer because I have combined a bit of stuff so that there's bushes in front here that takes off one, and then I have the trees over here that kind of blocks it, so you're not seeing too much hidden on the side over here. And I also have this little fountain garden right here, so the plazas section before the entrance is a little bit more filled. So I have, this is a, still working on the stamp grid. This is 2 paths right here. I got 1, 2 right here. And you see I have another little like fountain design I can use. Flower bed on either side. This is a rhododendron, a flowerless rhododendron bush, and the marble water fountain for that. So I made a little scenery group out of that so I could put a couple fountains around the park. So we have that now. To continue onwards from here, so this is our little front entry plaza. Instead of just one straight down the center, because that was almost all I had room for, I now have 2 and a little bit wider spread of path here at the front. I don't know if I am recording my mouse movement at all. Yes, I am. Okay, I see it. I see it on the VOD. We're good. So I can actually point things out. Anyway, so I decided to... You can see the back half of this. First of all, I have just kind of general come back soon signs. So I have that. So those are the alternate side of that. Where the staff would be here, I have placed a medium-sized staff room because I have staff energy going on this one. I wanted some realistic. We're still mostly doing a creative thing here, but we are doing... I did want some realistic aspects, so I put staff energy as one of the settings for this, so that now we have a staff building there. But that staff building is placed right in this section here, so it looks like this would be where they would enter to go here. I'm contemplating putting like a door scenery object right here. Even though doors do not necessarily move, I was still thinking about putting that for, you know, again, the realism purposes. What I do, however, have is instead of 3 separate buildings, I went ahead and just kind of filled this one out a little bit more. So you see I have the staff building here that I didn't on the other one. I also have the information stand over here on this side. I did make it where it was closed so that nobody's currently working at it, and yeah. So we'll open that up later. So we have the guest services building up here at the entrance. So their little information stand, the membership thing, the actual membership thing and stuff like that is all now in here. And on the other side, I put a restroom. So we have the 2-stall restroom right here. So we have all of that. So that is all good. And I went ahead and put the combined restroom. Excuse me. Burping. I just recently came back from dinner. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm in the door for 5 minutes, and I was like, I fucking need to stream. But yeah, so then we have the toilets over here. I peppered a few more windows around so that it looks like an actual building. Somewhere I thought around here is an air conditioning unit, but I cannot seem to find it. Oh, I put it up here. No, I didn't actually. Did I not put it on this one? I might have accidentally forgotten it. But yeah, so there's, you can see, oh, there it is. Hiding all the way over here is our air conditioning unit. But yeah, so basically we have, this is now our front entrance, and then into here is our plaza. Now, in the old version, I also had the train track entrance station on the other side. This time I decided to do a little bit more with that and make it a little bit more cohesive for an entrance area. So if you walk down this way over here, we have a little bit of an entry plaza, but I'll focus on the new thing in just a moment. But this is a new version of how I wanted the station to look. I'm still contemplating this section right here. It doesn't fully fit to me, but I couldn't think of really what to do over here to fill that space. So we might see it change. We might not. Who knows? But for right now, this is a little thing that I have on this side, and then I also have it on this side as well. So it kind of mixes up and still, it feels cohesive to a certain extent on either side. But I did still keep the arrangement where left I had the 2-floor basically tower. On the right over here I had the kind of 1 and then a little up for that. And then in the center here I have just the standard level pathway. I did also change the interior a little bit because the pathway was irritating me. It did come up with more pathway irritations, but I think I know better how to get around them now. So hopefully we will be able to incorporate them. I'm still a little bit pissed because this right here, you see how this is a very, very slight gentle slope leading from our station's exit path? There are 3 ways of doing pathing in Planet Coaster 2, and none of them really allow you to separate where the path is on a ground level exit path from where the ground actually is. So this is about as low. This is default height for the station here. It always wants to bring the ground up, or if you put the ground there, if you put it where the ground is away, it always wants to push it down almost like a meter below. So it does a lot of stupid things that I still think, because I can separate those in the original Planet Coaster, but that construction then would have irritated this part and then would have also basically caused a landscape bump right over here that I now have to constantly deal with by hitting the flatten terrain button. So that's a legitimate gripe I have about this, is that didn't happen in the original Planet Coaster. You could set the path thing. It literally was like a button toggle in the menu where you could just knock that off and there it goes. You're good. Your pathing is done. Your pathing no longer has any relevance to the ground whatsoever. I'm actually going to double check and see if I can find that setting again. If it's here, if I can find that setting. Because, yeah, that was a... Yeah, see, if it's enabled, I can't build in places that will block guest movement. But right now I can place stuff that intersects with it. The best I can think of is maybe... Nope, path and construction is unaffected by terrain. So there's a whole bunch of stuff like that where it's just like, why would you not allow me to do that when it was literally a button toggle as to whether or not it would activate in the original? But to continue onward, so we're not spending too much time ranting, because I do want to try and like this game very much. I do have a little bit of a different thing here. So this building over here, if I can scroll outward, this right here is now the exit building. And inside, you come out here, and I have a little station right here where you have a couple of benches for guests to sit, a couple of posters to make things nice. I hid another bathroom in here because I thought, well, that's a... especially if this part gets crowded, there might be a whole bunch of people over at this area because this is a transport ride, what we'll be dealing with. But then we have, this is our new queue, so I made it go use the square pathway and just kind of did like this. And then I opened up in here, and I have it go around, and then it goes up to the, and you can see actually here, it's still doing it with the terrain. This is what I was talking about with the terrain. The terrain wants to level up to go with the path piece to keep it on the ground, but instead what that does is it now blends in with all of my scenery objects that I have here, and it completely ruins it. So that's one of those things that I was talking about why I did not like this pathing system, and one of the reasons why I still occasionally have trouble with this pathing system, because that's what it does. But again, we'll try and be a little bit kinder toward it today. We'll see how it goes, but we'll try and be a little kinder toward it today, because I do want to try and do another entrance path today. I want to get at least one ride for what I want to do. But yeah. And then our train, I have currently set it at a 3-car. I did some modifications on this one, as you can see. The roof over here and the wood pieces are a modified, I forget if it was redwood or brown. And then I also have for the train, you can see all the almond again here. I think I put some gold or yellow on here, or is it the black and that was already included? I don't remember. And then I believe this one is let's actually open this. If I go to the Customize tab. Okay, yeah, I took some colors that were there and I just really, really darkened them. Like, so for example, if I can open this way, here we go. Yeah, so if I take this one right here and I just kind of manually move it around a little bit, that's the car color. I made it just go way down over here. Booyah. So I made it kind of like a red-brown, a nice deep red-brown on over here. This, I believe, is a variant of the dark teal. And then I also have some black, because that was part of these things are the black, with a couple of metal portions up towards the front. So, yeah, we have that as our railroad station. And our newest thing is I built a little cafe. This was one of the other problems I have with this new pathing system here. There's two things that you can do for pathing. You can either create a stamp path or you can create a line path. What I liked about the other one is that you could create junction paths. That being where, if I place, for example, let me see if I can do it here so I can just show you kind of what I mean. So a line path means I would have to do a fixed length to do that. Let's build like 3 up like that. I now cannot... Oh, yeah. So in order to be able to make a singular junction at a certain point, I have to delete the far path piece and then do this, and then it's not guaranteed that the next path is going to be a single line. I have to keep redoing that line in order to be able to fit, where I could just do stamp path. The problem is, it auto wants to connect everything. That was the line pathing, by the way. That was the line. So as soon as I built another piece of path right next... As soon as I build another piece of path connected right next to this, even though I am setting it... You see that? You see that? You see how it's not directly connected up to this other piece of path over here? Boom, automatic connection. The other one's junction pathing system made it where there was a point in between these two where these two would be separated. In order to get that on this pathing system, I have to do something like this. And then... Nope, it still wants to do it even that close. Even that close, it wants to do it. If I want to do something that does not connect to that piece at all, it has to have a visible gap that then takes it off of the grid alignment that I like. That is what I mean by junction pathing versus alignment pathing. This completely goes off alignment pathing. The other one used junction pathing, and I liked the junctions better. Because what that would do is, you see how I have this recessed basically one unit away from the main path here? It has to be 1 unit away, because if this path was connected over here, peeps would act like this wall does not exist. That's where I have trouble with this system. That's the main thing I have trouble with the system and why I do not like this new system. In order to create stuff like this, you can no longer bump them up against the edge of the path. Otherwise, it acts like the entire path must connect. It has to be either at a gap that is larger than a grid system will allow, or it has to be 1 unit away. So it does not mesh with the rest of the park. What I'm going to do, or what I want to do today, will be a very good example of why I would really, really like the junction style pathing here, because it will look a lot, it would look a lot cleaner if I had junction style pathing as opposed to this style pathing right here. I will try and do a few things with it that I think will look cool, that might work out, that might still look nice, but it's not going to look, for me, it's not going to look as clean as if I had a direct junction pathing where that was the case. That being said, I am, again, trying to give this thing a second chance, so I will continue on with my explanation here. I built a cafe. This Latte Love, I kind of combined the original two pieces, so there is a coffee thing and a logo sign here for the in-game coffee thing here. I put not only the coffee shop, I also put the Gelato Bros ice cream in here. Coffee and ice cream seem to be a good thing. That's a dessert that I've been enjoying a lot lately. So we have a couple of picnic tables over here, so I could get a nice table. Over here, I put a bench with a trash can. And out here, this is the other reason why I want to do this. The junction pathing would let me do this, but it would not let me do this here. I can create a patio. I have a little patio right here where I could put a wall. If I had the junction pathing system, this could be a wall with a window, and guests would not just walk through it like they are intangible ghosts. But because we do not have the junction pathing system, we have the alignment system. I can do this. I'll have to do this, or I'll have to deal with this. So you see, I'm not just talking out my ass. I actually did have reasons why I liked the other side. Why I think the other path system was, for me, very, very slightly better. Again, we're going to try and work through them. We're going to get through them, but I did just want to put it in a little bit more coherent context as to why I liked or disliked those particular elements, and how that now affects me going into here, because it does require for me a change of thought in how I have to construct a lot of my stuff. Entrance lines, again, are going to be a big one, where for me, entrance lines are going to change, where I can't really do as much on the theming aspect, interior theming aspect, or creating ride queue buildings as much as I could with the original game that I used to be able to do. So we're going to see a couple of changes like that, and hopefully they won't get too far in the way. There's other things that we're going to see that I also hate changes of coming in later, but for right now, that's at least a little bit of why I got so irritated in the previous one. That being said, I did tool around with this. This all took me 3.5 hours. So it took me about as long as the stream in order to redo this portion. But to continue on just a little bit, so right out here, you see I use the fountain with the rhododendrons again one more time. I have these couple of tree bushes right here. And then this over here is a staff path. So I have a path that goes from, we have our exit stuff over here. Staff can just walk right over through here to get from the trains, and then scoot over here, and they'll be able to access a ride or two that we're going to put over here at some point. So I extended the path out this way so that the train was fully kind of encased. I have a little bit of a repeating pattern with our trees and bushes over here that I'll probably repeat along other points of this train line. And then I made the crossing, and we have a fountain plaza, which is where we're going to start. Now, working at 4 is going to be a little bit difficult because, again, I had some ideas that I wanted to use for the other one that are going to become a little bit weird here. But at the same time, I think that we can still do some neat shit with it, so I'm going to continue doing this. But yeah, so one of the things in particular that I wanted to do with either variant was to make kind of a centralized shopping center. The one reason it didn't work out as well in the original one is because when I was trying to do the guest services building, I didn't have as many services as I thought. I'm still wondering where an ATM is in this game. I could have sworn one existed, and for some reason, why they have it in the original one and they don't have it here, beyond me. But yeah, if I do facilities and I create custom and I search ATM, nothing. If I search cash, modular souvenir shop cash register. So it only goes to the souvenir shops. It doesn't even do like a machine. If I do machine, it goes to vending machines. So it doesn't even do a whole bunch of stuff like that. So I don't have a cash machine. What I wanted to do was create like an information kiosk. So the services, toilet, and cash machine, and then have a couple of other stuff as other items. That didn't work. So again, I will take myself for the motto of John Cleese's Robert character in a Monty Python sketch: adopt, adapt, and improve. I know John Cleese is probably out of favor on a couple of people's minds, but I still think that line in particular is funny. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do is I want a couple of different things here. What we're gonna do is I would like maybe a sweet shop, a burger shop, a pizza shop, a gift shop, and a carousel. That's our main like 4. You think that's not a lot? Burger shop, pizza shop, gift shop, carousel, plus maybe like one other one for 5. But basically what we're going to do is do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait. I would have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But basically, let's start by taking our building over here. We're going to edit the building. Let's see what I want to use for... I'm also going to go to grid props, because that makes things a little bit easier if I just have that alignment already. Let's see, we could do the metal beveled. What does you look like? I don't want to do that yet. That looks too... It's very, we all live in a... Yeah, you get what I mean? Now I'm talking out my ass. So I could do a standard brick like I did with the other one. I think I want this to be kind of bright and vibrant. We might even do a couple of different options here if I can get this correct. So now what I'll have to do here is these... Oh, that's what I want. I want to do a restaurant, a candy shop, a carousel, and a gift shop at minimum. So we have four things that are going in my... No, wait, 5, because I did want to do... I wanted 3 again, with the Monty Python references. I wanted 3 things. No, I wanted 4 things. But yeah. So what we're going to do is I can do the corner here like this and then put a couple of items over here. So yeah, what we're going to do is over here will be the... Let me see. I think over here we'll have like our candy shop style thing. What is this? That's castle. That's not the concrete. Or the painted brick. That's what I was doing. Painted brick. So there we go. Let's do scenery now. Let's do... There we go. Got painted brick. Painted brick. That's what I wanted. And let's go... Really, honestly, 2 wide will be fine because I don't need a huge one for the candy shop. There's not much that I can put. I hate to say it, but there's really not much I can put for a, like, candy shop thing. But we're going to do something. We'll do something with it. So we're going to put... There we go. This is our candy shop. So right at the entranceway here, we will have a candy shop. Just, boop. Let me actually see what I have, because that would help a lot if I knew what I was doing. Facilities. Let's do food, drink. Nope, food, drink. So we have cheap beef. That's hamburgers. Gelato Bros is our ice cream. Hiya Sushi. Hot Dog Squad. Pizza Pen. Viva la Vegan. So I don't actually have... Oh, but I could do... Where's drinks? Milkshakes. Gulpy Soda, Latte Love, Pip Shot, Slush Hour. We could put Cosmic Cow with Slush Hour, and then we have your, like, cold drinks. And then we have your cold drinks. That'll probably be the closest I'll get to a candy shop here. There is 2... I should mention that there is 2... At least 2 DLCs. I have neither of them. There's probably stuff that would open up if I got those things. But I think for the moment, I am not going to do those. Now, we do also have food vending machines available. Viva La Vegan, Pizza Pen, Hot Dog Squad. I get Hot Dog Vending Machine. I guess there's some stuff with vegans that you could do for a vending machine. Pizza, though, seems weird. A pizza vending machine. I would love one if there was one around here, but yeah. But anyway, so right now we're just placing, we're just feeling it out. We're just, yeah, so on this side over here, I'm now going to double check what is the size of a flat ride. We're going to put our first ride in already. Our first full ride, I should say, already. I do like this, how you can sort by how everything looks. So you have our wheel rides, the ones that go up and down. You have your spinning rides, the ones that take you all in a circle. Tower rides going up and down in a drop or stuff like that. You also have your... yeah, so we have all of those, so those are all cool. You have your swinging rides, the ones that kind of go back and forth with it. A couple of them, if I remember correctly, actually do hit multiple categories. But, yeah. And then you have your special ones. These are some of the ones that came with one of the hits. They don't exactly fit into other styles on some of these, so yeah. So they even have a slide here. I could put a slide. Just a standard... well, not a standard one. It's a pretty big one, but it's basically a playground slide in here. You have the bumper cars. We'll definitely be wanting to put one of those in at some point. But for right now, I want spinning rides because we are going to build... where did it go? The Grand Carousel. Carousel has to be like an obvious thing for me. Now, the carousel is unfortunately kind of big. But it also does not conform to size. So this is actually a pretty good estimate of how much space I'll need. So that looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to need 6 up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across. So I can actually put it in a 6x6. But what that means is I'm probably going to need to do a 6x7 for that extra bit of spacing for queue lines and stuff like that. So 6x7 is going to be pretty big. And I'm going to use a little bit extra here. So we're going to do... let's take... I think I have a 1 piece right here. Yeah. Let's have a one brick piece. So we have... to get 6x7, I'm going to do 1. That is our 6 across. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 right over here. No, wait. We're going to do 7 across. So I'm going to do kind of like... oh, this is what I was thinking of doing. Nope. Nope. Edit building. There. Nope. Edit building. It thinks I'm clicking off of it. There we go. And then we're going to do 6 back for the main set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So now let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and connect. There we go. So this is our hub for that. And that actually puts me at a pretty decent size on the other side for 1. Let's do... so yeah, we're actually able to kind of make it where this is now... this... I have a mouse pointer. Let's not use my finger, Yodi. This is now the area for the carousel. And then we have a little bit of space over here for the queue. This will be able to show out. And then we have an exit. I could do an exit into a souvenir shop, but I think I'm going to keep it by itself. But I'm going to use one of the other shop types for that one over there. So that means that would be a very, very nice looking entryway. Nice little right section of the shopping plaza. I'm going to need to shut up because I am freaking hoarse right now. I'm hoarse right now, spontaneous YodiTF. Alrighty. schmeenery. Because one thing I do think would be pretty is let's do some archways. And now let's do... Oh, this is also something I can do now. Now that I have this available, what you can do is... Oh, that's not what I want to do. Let's extend that pathway out, baby. So we gotta extend it to there, because otherwise that's where the other one ends. So let's do... Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Ooh, can I do... Nope. Scale is automatic. Now, there is something we can use this for here, which is line width. So line width 6 would allow me, if I wanted to... You wanted to! I'm going to do 2 there, so that one I actually don't need to do too much with. But let's do... 1 right here, and that's 2 across. Let's do 1 right here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just go ahead and delete these. For a very special reason, we are going to be able to use... We have found a use! We have found a use for this bullshit. That creates a grid square in the middle. And I am a little less concerned about grid squares in the middle. Although I will be concerned in a little bit, probably. But for right now, we can make a grid square in the middle work. Work for us. And what that'll allow me to do is put a couple of gardens down here in the center. Put a tree over here. Garden right here. Tree over here. Booyah, we got a nice tree-lined avenue. That's how we do it. Or that's how we're going to attempt to do it. Keyword being attempt. Okay, let me now make sure that I have enough space for the carousel to actually, like, be put down. Because that is a thing. We need to make sure that the carousel can, 1, be put down, 2, can be, like, not screwed around with by other rides. And you know what? On this one, I'll probably do a little bit more, shall we say, classic. I don't like it doing that. It does the alignment thing with the path thing, and I don't like it. It does the alignment thing with the path thing, and I don't like it. My inner Frink is coming out. Hi, even. Okay. Let's actually start with a exit path. Because... Let me get the stamp builder out here so I can align it. Oh, 4. There we go. There we go. Boom. No, 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 nope. There we go. Oh, no matter what I do, it's gonna cause me pain. To double check this option at a later date. Let's do the vinyl queue path, because we're going to go kind of more of a classic style here. We're also going to go away from curve. Nope, I hate that. I hate what it's doing to me. Stop. Oh, let's try not angle snapping it. Maybe that'll help me a little. No, it doesn't. Let's try it from the other way. Oh, let's not do fixed length anymore either. That'll help. What is the smallest length that you... There we go. was trying to be like, what is the smallest length that you will allow me to place this thing here? I want it to conform. It does not want to conform. See, I'd rather just know exactly where I stand on the pathway as opposed to having to do guesswork on, oh my god, is it too close? Because that's the thing. That's the thing that happens with this game. Is it too fucking close? Who the fuck knows? The game isn't telling you what the reason is, just that you can't do it. What is this? It now allows me to do that? Are you... It's called Art Thou Fucking Kidding Me? It's called Art Thou Fucking Kidding Me? Ah, what's going on? I'm not on cue. That's what's going on. Art thou fucking kidding me? You stupid asshole of a game. Why the fuck will certain measurements not work for you? And other ones work just fine the same. I am not musically inclined. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, there we go. That feels a little better to me. A little. Not a lot, but enough. Ah! Shit. There we go. Okay, you know what? For the floor, I think we're gonna go a classic wood. So we're gonna take this building and we're gonna edit. This is why I have multiple buildings like this. We're gonna take this building, we're gonna duplicate that item. Look at this. This is why we also have unified setups. I probably don't need to do the whole thing, but enough. Hey, that's enough. Actually, wait. What I could? What? Ooh! Advanced move. Oh, shut the fuck up with your cuts. I gotta delete all you again. We must delete and restart. We're gonna bump you back over here. How does that look? A little bit further. A little further. That's a little better. Check it, baby. Check it, baby. And you know what? Better idea ever. Excuse me, I seem to be burping a little bit. My food sat with me fine. It has then just also decided to rambunctiously ignore me. There we go. Okay, so I now have pathway that kind of forms a little border over here. And I'm doing that for a reason. Let's queue. Let's queue tonight. What is with me? What is with me today? Oh yeah, let me do entrance, because we have to place our entrance in a different spot now. Because it doesn't fit there. Well, it might fit there, but the path will be a little wonky. And we do not like wonky here. Wonky is the enemy. We do not like wonky here. Wonky is the enemy. If you see wonky, you report him immediately. What in the world is wrong with me today? point. Angle snap. I want to scream. I want to scream. My brain is very much doing a who said this pathing system would be better? Oh, thank the Lord it did. What path cannot cross? Now, see here, if I was trying to do this in the original Planet Coaster, it would be bonk, 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 connect. Do you see how long it's going to be here? I am going to keep complaining about it. I am going to become known as the guy who freaking complains all the time about Planet Coaster 2 on the freaking internet and yet still plays it. Because, good Lord help me, I want to like it so badly. But, oh my God. What is this pathing connection it's trying to make? What is it doing this for? What is it doing this? What is its pathing plan? What is it trying to do? Oh. That's why I want full grid queues. This is why I wanted full grid queues. But I do think we managed to come up with something pretty nice there, don't you think? All right, now the one problem is with this. The one problem is here with this. The problem that we have with this is I now have to make a second set on this. And we're going to do this style. We're going to duplicate. We're going to go up to here. I think that is just enough. Look at that. That's a nice little, like, archway thing over here. It looks real cool. They made this too damn big. Sorry. I'm still in complaining mode. I know that. I know it. I know I'm in complain mode. I'm probably in old man yells at cloud mode because of my prior video game history, but Why you do this to me? Anyway, scenery. Let's put a door over here. And a door right here. I'm going to put a couple of you over here. Because that'll make you look like you have windows now. Let's do this over here. I had another idea that I'm going to do with this too. I just will take a little bit of time to implement it. But yeah, essentially we do have our first ride down. I just have to do a little bit of tiny editing and we're almost ready. So let's go in here. So in here, let's change. This is fine. This is fine. But we will need to see if there is. Oh yeah, they have a whole bunch of stuff right here. Some of these are freaking fantastic pieces of music. Let's see. That feels like it. I do like it, but it does not feel right for a carousel. Pop we could do. I kind of like it. Oh my god, that has such a Beach Boys vibe to it. Okay, this is a little bit more, I don't know. It's not carousel, but... Ooh. Oh, I kind of like it. I'm vibing. I kind of vibe with it. I like it. What's double whammy? Oh, that's definitely. Oh. I'm favoring Midnight Boogie. Ooh. Kind of very generic, like, dance track style, but I do like it. Ooh. I kind of want to use this somewhere. I don't know where. I am vibing with these. I am vibing with these. Are good. Oh, that's the one it was playing. So it's just a playlist of these. So these are the pop songs. Moo Moo Milkshake. That seems weird for this thing. Oh, here's a couple of things we could try. What's this? Or were these some ones that are kept on the other one? Yeah, this is stuff it brought back from the other one. Well, there's our classic carnival one. We're probably going to have to go with that. Very nice carnival music rendition to the theme. I probably will have to keep it at that, but let's... I got to see a couple more of these. Something very, Disney-esque. I do appreciate it. I like it. Okay, got a couple other ones. I'll just start from the bottom because there was some stuff down here that I... Okay. I'm sorry if I'm just vibing to music here for a little bit. I want to... Oh, I like it. Start using these as the background D&D campaigns. I even have. That's one way. So you call it Gobstoppers, but you don't have a single candy stall in here. You save that. What? Huh? The vibe has been killed. Okay, this is a little bit more online. Yeah, this is a little bit more fantasy. I'm sorry, I'm just enjoying myself here. What's this one? Bit much. Magic Town felt a little bit more D&D than this is. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I like that one and the other one. I think they did actually keep a couple of these from the old ones, so let's go to some of the newer ones. Ocean Skull. No, let's go al Shasa Chapoteo. That was about exactly where I thought it was going to go. Anyways. Oh, this was kind of nice. Chill vibes. Ooh. Yeah, I do like this one. Ronins. Oh. These feel a bit too epic for what I'm trying to make. Let's go to Ripsaw. Oh. I'm sorry. I have a friend who's into heavy metal, and there's a part of me that thinks, what would happen if I set this song to him and told him it's from Planet Coaster? You know what? We're doing it. We're doing it. Let me go to my Discord. I do not have a Discord. I only have friends' Discords that I'm part of. I have to see what he says about this one. I am surprised about how this sounds. What the heck? This goes harder than any fucking Planet Coaster music has a right to. Okay, I gotta pause so I can listen to YouTube for a moment. Make sure this is the right one. Oh Jesus, that blasted me. Oh Jesus, that blasted me. But yeah, that's the one. Let me put my volume down here and just make sure. Okay, so we're gonna go. No, what? Oh my. I have to use the tab, otherwise it tries to get me to use the app, and I'm not fucking using the app. There's too much shit in the app that I cannot block with an ad blocker. Why are you giving me... There we go. Okay, it's loading. It's loading now. Okay, I have to. Okay, so I have tagged him in the Discord. I put unexpected heavy metal in a theme park sim. We'll see what he thinks. Because this is so off the normal beaten track for a game like this. I'm curious as to what he thinks. Because that is one of the... Again, that's... Oh, what happened here? Okay, important work email that I'll have to remember for tomorrow, but otherwise not relevant right now. What is this? Okay. Pirate metal? Fantasy thrash. Maybe? I forgot this shit was in here. This is becoming a reaction to just Planet Coaster music. Okay, I kind of like that one. I get its vibe. Okay, this is a little... I'm sorry, just hearing Blanco language with this. Oh my god, what the fuck? This so sounds like some bands that I'm actually aware of in real life. This is 38 Special trying to do Planco. What in the heck? Okay, these are a little bit more my normal style. Neon Nostalgia, what is this? Ooh. Synthwave. Okay, I can appreciate the guitar use in here. Ooh. Ooh, some good vibes there. Okay, let's try the other ones. I'm going to spend way too long on this. Oh, it doesn't sound like it anymore. That intro, the intro started like a Fool's Gold by Dagny. It still kind of has that same vibe, but it's now drum and bass that the other one isn't. But I do very like it. I'm probably pronouncing Dagny wrong, but... Okay, right. Ravenous. I'll admit this particular style is not my favorite. I'm gonna... Sunrise I remember seeing as a very similar track to another one. Oh, I like this one. Oh, yeah. I am immediately vibing with this. Let me actually switch off on the Discord thing just so I'm not immediately like... It's very, very like standard dance, but I do kind of like it. Okay, okay. What's inertia? A little harder than I'm used to. That's more dub. I am very much immune. What are these? Not what I would have expected this thing to do. I don't know if I'd have a space to use that, but... That's just straight up orchestral. That's just straight up the orchestral piece. I mean, it's a very nice one, but it's like the most... One of the single most recognizable pieces of music probably I think I've ever seen as far as fancy classical settings. What is cheeky orchestral? Disney shorts ass music. Current events, because these ones I know, these ones I remember from a lot of them. There's some good ones in here. I think this one actually is. That's not what I was thinking of. This one I do remember liking. Planet Euphoria. These ones. I swear I'm not going to do this for too much longer, but I believe this is ADHD brain on high, like... Wait, no, I just kind of want to vibe to music right now. Let's do a couple seconds, see if anything just really catches me about a couple of these. I don't need these ones here, but I do want to check these. A little slow start moving to the... Oh god, there we go. North stuff. Valhalla. In a world. I'm sorry, I had... In a world where thrill is the ultimate... My voice does not like me today for this. Okay, I'll give you credit. You didn't start to sound like Skyrim music until the third of the Norse tracks, but... I kind of like this one. Okay, I've spent way too much time looking at this. We're sticking with Planet Carnival. I'm not doing anything else. Okay. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do at all. I just wanted to... There we go. I wanted to alter my positioning a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let's... I might have to listen to some more of those in my off time, but... Okay. Carriage, what are you affecting? You are affecting down there. Okay. The brown actually looks like it's going to be okay for those, because it looks good on... Actually, no, let's do like a red. Dark red will be good for the plane. I'm also going to try and use a lot for the... Let's do... Oh, no, you are attached to that, so let's do more like a white. Let's do spring white. That's a nice kind of off-white. Looks kind of nice on those. Yellow, what are we looking at here? For those, let's do... How's our dark teal look on these? Also, spices up things a little. So you have some dark teal and you have some red in here. Okay, area 4, what are you? Oh, you're the horsetails. Well, you're going to brown. You're going a brown. Why would I choose anything? Ooh. The teal-red combo here is actually quite fetching. Unintentionally good. Unintentionally decent. Okay, frame. That's going to be the big bit up here. Oh, we're definitely doing the dark red. Area 2. What do you... Okay, you do affect that part. I'm going to do the spring white again to keep it in line. What are you? Oh, you're the big one right there. Let's do spring white. No, let's do... Let's do a little lighter than yellow. Let's do, like that. And then area 4 is going to get the big, huge... That. If that's going to be the case, let's actually put you at, like, the dark teal. Can I shift myself around? No. Yeah, can I shift my... No, this needs to go dark teal, confirm, shift myself around so I can kind of see what this looks like. It's not bad. It's not bad. What if I pick a silver here? Oh, that's one of the ones that affects this, and I don't think I want to do that. What if I did like a silver here? Yeah, if I do like a light gray or like a medium silver. Perfect. They do actually have a silver. Looks pretty good. Honestly, I kind of like it. So a very nice, for me, what would be a classic carousel design. I do very much like this. All right, and then I think you're going to be just enough. But I think to make sure we are actually okay, we're doing this. Let's dupe. Let's duplicate. Okay, so we had the brick wall painted, but we're going to do something different with this. What if I told you I wanted it in a... Let's do that color. Light pink. I don't think I like it. What if I told you, never mind? Could do just standard brown or like a rose. If I do like a rose brown, move it a little bit more towards the orange. I kind of like that. I'm kind of okay with that. You know what? No. Let's do the powder blue for the carousel. That feels a little more appropriate. We're gonna delete a bunch of these. The nice thing is I have created a border around this now, so I can kind of refit with the walls that I need. I scared myself for a moment there. I think we're good. Duplicate. Let's put you over here, and we're going to change you to that nice big old... Almost, it's not quite powder blue. It is powder blue. I don't know what I was thinking. It is powder blue. Okay. And the key thing we're going to do here is we're going to go all the way around. I have room for like 2 pieces of scenery, like a square scenery here and a square scenery here. And honestly, I might put something if we have a horse. Okay, let's go across like, nope. So yeah, so now we have... This is all... Oh, you know what I could... Oh. Ooh. No, I have no idea why I was doing that. Let's do a default here. I'm going to explain why. I'm going to explain why. It's going to be important. That still borders the carousel. But what I'll probably do is put an alignment that makes this more in line with this, so we'll have a nice big middle area. Oop, I hit the thing again. Oh, what I could do... Oh, I know what I can do. I can do, like, one thing over here, and then a gift shop, and then something over here in the middle. Big combined gift shop. No, that's going to be our restaurant. In the middle section. A plan is forming. We have concepts of a plan, and we shall bring that plan to fruition. Eventually. Okay, let me do some scenery. I do want the painted brick. Because we're going to do this. Because I might put a sign there that just says, Grand Carousel, big letters. Big letters. They know exactly what is in here. But then what we're also going to do is raise you. I'm going to leave a little bit of space here just so that I can tell exactly what I'm looking at here, but there we go. Exactly where I want the thing to be, basically. But we're putting a nice little... We're basically going to put a nice little roofing on here. There we go. Let's do that so we have a nice space right here that is open. And now we're going to switch to the other building that I have. And I need to look at the flattest roofs that I have available. Because what I'm going to try and do... Flat roofs. Can I change one of you to totally... Oh, they even have one that's dark like that. The tar pitch roof. Yeah, let's turn it to a black. That affects the wood underneath mostly, but that is fine. This is what we have this one here for. Duplicate you, so we have that. And now you see what we're doing here? We have a nice big building in the center. that has a bit of a ride in it. Now, do I have any horse? Do I have any horse? No. What do I have for statue? Oh, why am I putting statue that way? I could do this one. Centerpieces. Let's do align and snap. I have a Pegasus statue from the game's Greek themes. You still do look kind of funky, but you're probably gonna have to do. Thou art a hair on the funky dumpy side, but we will have to deal with you. Wait! Brown. No, rose. Fire brick. What is this? Actually better the other way. So let's do like one of you. Why was it so big? Oh, that's normal. That's normal size. Let's take that mode off. Duplicate. Okay. So we now have a couple of fat Pegasi on either side of this in the back. That's a start. Let's see if there's something that I can do. Freeform pen. L. Wood. Let's do no snapped position. This is going to take too long. Oh god, that will fit only that. Wait. Okay. I can. Advanced building technique. Oh! can't stop me. Modern problems require modern solutions meme. Heck yeah. And now... You're problematic. Nap! Heck yeah. Heck shit. Okay. There we go. Reinstate it. Okay, there we go. And now we'll try and even it out this way. It's about as even as I think I can get it. Duplicate! For it must go to the other side. For it must go to the other side. And become one with the wall over here. It's not going to become one with the wall. I think that's about as close to becoming one with the wall as I'm going to get. Okay. Now I got to do this again. Over on this side. How's that? Are you seen from the wall? You are not. I just wanted wood paneling. Not you. I just wanted wood paneling with a soft outside. There's another way that I think I could have done this that would have been a lot debatable better, but at the same time, we're this far. Inch. Duplicate advance move off to the other side. Ah! I'm getting pushed into the wall. Okay. There we go. Now we just do... that. Oh, lordy. Is it called fairy lights? They're called fairy lights. Nope, they are called resort light bulbs. You don't attach to the outside. Okay, why? I'm trying to figure out why. What the absolute hell with you? Okay. Advance move. Inch it. No. There we go. Inch it. Let's just make sure on the other side real quick here. It's not popping out. It is popping out by a very tiny amount, but you know what? We'll take it. We'll have to take it. Because we're about to take this whole set. Advance moving. Nope, nope, nope. Advance moving duplicates. It not the cleanest, but it worked. Duplicate. Why are you turning that way now, you... Well, I suppose I could do it this way. Okay, yeah, that actually kind of looks nice. See? See what we're planning? See what we've got going here now? Dost thou see what we've got in progress? Cool. Do I want that one or the... I think I want the wood one to kind of break this one up. Can I make you a white? Yeah, I can. They have absolutely no use besides, hey, look, I think I have a window on this one now. There we go. Put a couple on you. Okay. Let me delete a couple of these over here because they are not worth anything at the moment. Oh my god! I finally got the carousel done! Jesus fucking Christ! That took forever. It's so long. I'm at an hour and a half already. And that's just the carousel. I have to get other rooms in here too. Oh boy. Okay. Mini stretch break while I'm literally just lifting my hands. And I will take a drink of water. Oh, that's better. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so now we have the start of a shopping-ish section. Oh, here. Ooh. I don't know why I had to do that way. Duplicate. There's some of those things that I don't know what flavor it is for me yet. I'm still in the journey of figuring out what level of neuroatypical I am. Is that what it... No, neurodivergent. There we go. Brain could not find the word for a moment. What level of neurodivergent I am. And there's a part of me that's like, am I basically just doing like vocal stims when I do those? I'm just sitting here stimming when I'm like, I have a weird way this is like forming across my tongue, and I want to say it, and I want to do it more often. Is that a stim? Okay. I think I'm just gonna do... Yeah, we'll just do you. I don't think I actually need, like, complicated stuff for this, but let's get this building edited because, oh my god, it's showing! Advanced move. Yeah, see what we can do there. We can set it right in the middle, where it can't be seen. That's what we want. That is what we want. That is what we want. Let's put a pathway here. Pathway there. Oh god. Excuse me. I don't know what came over me. It was sudden and inexorable urge to burp. Ooh, wait, actually. Let's put you up against the building. I have plans. I know I've said this multiple times today. I have plans. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Little Emerald Lagasse there for you. I have no... Like, I really honestly have no idea what's gotten into me today, because I am not normally this, like... This was meant to be chill because I am stupid, ridiculously tired. I shouldn't say that word. I am so ridiculously tired after work today. Work was a weird, dramatic pain without anything ever actually happening bad. But at the same time, my brain is just like in this mode where it's just like, yeah, we're gonna go crazy. It does that. It does that sometimes. Princess Let's Go Crazy starts playing and it just goes, let's get nuts. Why does it do... Like, honestly, I'm aware of, I think, why it does that. I am aware of why I think it does that. Oh god, it takes me off guard sometimes, though. Let's do... I already have the Blackthorn, I think, in here somewhere. Is that what I have over here? What do I have in these things? Creosote. Flowerless creosote. That sounds wrong. Creosote sounds like something you don't want. Ooh, I could put heather. I'm gonna put some heather plants. Looks a lot better when it's flushed up against the building like that. I guess because there's less room. But yeah. And now where's... The, ooh, laurel, actually. No, that's not... I don't like that one. Where'd you go? Oh, but I could do the heather here. Adds to the garden feel. What say thee? Well, who cares what these say? I'm doing it anyway. Actually, you know what? Let's wait on these ones here. Wait on that one because I need to see what I want to do with the path over on that side. I don't think it's going to be a direct, like, parallel to this, so I might have to do something like, I might put something here and then extend it out like a big, huge loop. But for that right now, but for this side over here, it works. Now let's see if I can go back to that creosote. Because I keep getting distracted. Are these in alphabetical order and I passed it like 5 hours ago? Matter of fact, they are. I would like a flowerless medium bush. No, I would like a flowerless small bush. That's pretty snug in there. That looks kind of good in there. There we go. we go. We start to have a shape and a form. It's very nice. Okay. My half hour of music has taken me very much off course. Let's see if I can put... What are you? What's a Bengal bamboo? Can I see it? Thank you. Oh, you're kind of big. Oh, you would work for this, though. For this kind of midsection right here. Look at that! Introduce another tree in here, I think. Yeah, that's a sycamore maple, so yeah. Black poplar. Might do that on the other side as well, but that at least looks kind of good for right now. Yeah, and based on the shops being right here, it actually will hide them pretty well. Sorry, double checking. I had a tachycardic is the best word I can think for it. Event earlier today, which basically means that my pulse went very, very high, and I was just double checking to make sure that we were in good standing. I like this way better. Yeah, I got a nice wood floor here. All right, let's edit the building. We're going to take you, and we're going to raise you to this level. Okay. And now I have to do a thing. Which is to color what will be the ice cream shop. I'm thinking... What about a light pink? Or maybe dark salmon? What about fairy tale? Ooh. Pale purple? No, let's do fairy tale. No, it undid. Fairy tale. There we go. You I have to set to powder blue. And you I have to set to powder blue. But now what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate one of these. And it's going to become powder blue. Fuck you. We'll keep a couple levels here, but yeah. What I'm doing over here is I'm going to do one more level up. And that one level up is just the top row. Because what I'm going to do is same thing I did with the carousel in the middle. There we go. That'll be our nice topper. There we go. The candy shop's going a little I mean, I guess it's like a soda shop. And also, I have an idea here. We're going to change it to pink. And the reason why we're going to change it to pink is that I have to do something very, very stupid. We're going to... It doesn't allow... Oh, because it thinks I'm selecting this. Now it does. Duplicate an advanced move. And we're going to raise this whole thing up until it is... There works. Booyah! Now... Ah! I don't know why it popped out from the wall like that on the other side, but okay. It still is okay. Okay. Oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Why is it poking out from the wall like that? How's that look on the inside? It looks kind of okay. I think that's fine. I think we're okay. Okay. Good lord. This is taking for This is actually a lot harder than I would have thought. Okay. So yeah, oh, I didn't color you. Well, that's easy. We can do bada bing, bada boom, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom, there we go. We got everything. Oh my god, this is... Oh, I wanted this to be chill, and it's turning out stressful. Oh, let me take out here. Fill this corner a little more. Ah, I didn't mean to tap the Windows key. There we go. I wanted the Z. So I could rotate. Oh my god, okay, we are making progress. That is a thing. We are making progress. I'm going to do a couple of things. We're not going to do all of them over here. We're just going to do the two that extend beyond the sightage. So let's do... Actually, this is a good measurement. How much between... Yeah, that's actually... That's correct. Cool. Okay. Let's put a scenery theme. Let's put some signage. Sign. Oh, yeah, because what I want... Oh, what I want to do... Do you see what I mean by I might have potentially ADHD? Yeah, that might work. Actually, I think what I want is this. Is it? Okay, yeah, it's that, and then... at the edge of this. There we go. So now let's take the benches. And we're going to go like this. There we go. Heck yeah. We are making things. Nyeh. Nyeh. There we go. Sorry, deleting a notification on my phone. Okay, so we have built one ride. Well, I guess we have built. I've took a very, very long time on this building so far. I mean, it still is taking a while. It's not like it's not for nothing. It does, however, surprise me how long some of these take. Let's see. There's a part of me that like wants to do the same thing on the other side and put a ride in it, and that would be like, no, you're now getting into too big a brick. You're getting too big for your britches. Let's finish off our drinks. So we will have the milkshake. I'm going to put this milkshakes right over here. Slush hour. What the fuck was that? Ew. So we're going to do slush hour. What is that? No. Shopping. Cosmic Cow. No, we're going to do Cosmic Milk. Oops. There we go. Cosmic Milkshakes. Shop. No. Nope. Street doesn't work. So it'll have to be Cosmic Cow. Shopping. Slush hour. Shopping. So in case I put a second one there, I have where they go. Okay, let's do... I need your awnings again. On. So Cosmic Cow has very classic ones from the old game available still. I think I want the smaller one. Let's do it right there. And now I need Slush Hour. There you are. Oh, you have a big one. If that's the case, we're going to do big for both. Let's go that one. I'm sorry, the game jump scared me with the fucking sound of that. Brain suddenly assaulted by an R&B group doing slush out. There we go. Let's do Schmeenery. Is it Schmeenery? Yes, it is. Oh, I have awning still up. There we go. Oh, you're not supposed to be seen. I believe the signage there, by the way, means that it can be attached to a restroom. Oh, you're wacky. Oh, you're heckin' wacky. Oh, you're heckin' wacky. Let's do... Take you. I'm going to turn you into... Ooh, orchid for the benches. Actually, no. One up. Thistle. To keep with the theming. And let's do spring white. Let's duplicate, and we're going to attach you to the other side there. I can squish you. I can't squish you. It doesn't allow me to squish. Nope, they have to be set up in a very exact pattern. Let's do one over here, if that's the case. So now let's do a trash can over here. Brown. So let's do a trash at the exit. Guess we'll have to do it on this side because it constantly wants to zoom over to the pathway. That was a problem. I guess that was in the original one. Signed. Ah! I'm sorry. I have a phone case or a phone holder that my grandmother got me for Christmas, and I smacked it, and then it was like, ah, it's falling over. Oh, that's a swing. There we go. Where are you? Cosmic Cow. You're more up front here. Emol Gloop Gel. Gloop! Okay. Time to get jump scared by R&B again. What? Frozen crease. Okay, let's do... Can I put you right in the middle? I would like you right in the middle. I know that's asking a lot of you. There we go. There's our jump scare. And then let's do... Cosmic. Is there a small... Oh, God, you're big. You're still big! Slash. The other one is nowhere in the vein. Frozen crease. Let's put another one back over here. I'm going to put a fence. I'm going to put a fence. Yeah, about right there. Let's put you as thistle with... Let's do some... Ooh, Tyrian purple. Perfect. So it still stays in the same color scheme. So yeah. Edit. Editable. What are you? If I press Z fast enough, it just looks like it's swinging around. I'm sorry, that was way too amusing. Oh my God, you're too big. Okay, we don't need that. That's a bit much. That's a bit plain. Yeah, we could do that one. Can I make it a pink? No, I cannot. Well, fine then. We don't use you. You're too big. You're too small. When will I find the sign that is just right? Oh, here. I forgot. I could probably do it from here. Let's do thistle with a border of Tyrian. No, it will not do the border. Okay, so the border is that. So let's do Tyrian with a... Nope. Tyrian with a border of thistle. No, mauve. That actually works. And we're also going to use mauve on the signage. Frozen drank. Yeah, that seems like that seems like an appropriate thing for frozen drank. I'm gonna put that one over there just because it unifies it. Yes, we now have a thing for frozen drank. Do I have drink signage? Oh, these are soda. Do I have small logo? I do have small logo. Align to surface, please. I don't know why you are not aligning to surface. This is a surface, is it not? Why are you not aligning to surface? I'm not going to get over that.
Frozen crease.
Frozen crease. Tiny? Yeah, relatively. Ah, no. Advanced. Ah. That's about as close as I can get it, actually. Frozen drink! Okay, yeah, scenery. What do we have? Lighting. Do I have a fan? I don't know if I have a fan. Do I have a fan? Do I have, like, a ceiling fan? Can I put a fan in? I don't. $2 a.m. The perfect time to work. Okay. You don't light much at all. Sorry, I'm thinking. Let's have you. Yeah, I kind of like that, honestly. We can make it. Actually, you know what? Let me do. Apparently, I have to set them individually. Almond really is just like a generalized purpose neutral color for this thing. There we go. Frozen drink! I have the stupidest names for some. I gotta stop saying that. That is not a word I should be using. It is a word that I frequently use, and I should stop it. What is your... Oh, you're tiny. Hi, did you need a big window? Scenery. Glass, where are you? We're gonna use just a standard old glass pane, I think. Framed square. May I ask why? Oops, I think I hit duplicate in advance move. We'll fix that in a moment. For right now, I am arranging a window. One more. There we go. There we go. What? I didn't select to save the movement. Okay. There we go. We now have glass panes installed on Frozen Drank. Let's do some lighting. Loop. There we go. Well, actually, it's probably going to be night only, but I'd like to see how bright it is, and I can't see how bright it is if it's not night outside. But yeah, a little less fancy maybe than some of the other ones, but we now have Frozen Drank. Let's put a couple of trash cans out here. I know it's nighttime. Okay. Okay. Here's the cool thing. We have now done part 1 of the main street, basically. And it looks so far pretty cool. Can I make the other one without taking so damn long? Let's see. We might be able to, because we already have a format established. We might, because we already have a format established. So, we'll duplicate you. And this one, let's do a... Let's see, I used powder blue on one. Let's do tea green. I have an idea for how I'm going to do this. So let's duplicate you, put you over here, because it's going to do the exact same thing as on the other side, because that will look nice. Because that will look nice. Oh, let me go back to... $12 here real quick. There we go. Let's see. For the big middle one, let's do... Oops, let's edit. Nope, yep, nope. I am on edit. Perfect. Okay. We are going to do brick wall painted. But you see what I'm kind of going with here? I have like this little nice pastel thing that I can do right here. Ooh. About to do a steamed hams. I'm trying not to, but I was very, very close to doing a steamed ham. To steaming a ham, if you will. Okay, cool. This is how this is going to go, and we're going to have a little exit into this area here. This will help fill up that space, too. Because it's not going to look as... It won't look as awkward if I do this. If I put, like a flower bed here and a flower bed here, and then this all here is, like, normal with pathway around it, it'll look relatively clean-ish. Let's say. Clean-ish. Ish is good enough. Okay. This side over here... I think what I'm going to do is duplicate you. And you'll see what I'm doing in a moment here once I get this going. We're gonna build... Oh, I got an idea. Okay. So, what we're going to do over here is do facilities, souvenir. I could do a photo kiosk. This is what I wanted. So we're going to do... if it will let me. It does not want to let me. Fine, we'll do it the traditional way. We will do it the traditional way. Which is... duplicate and move. And then you are going to be... oop, edit the building. You are going to become the tea green we're currently using on this one. So here we're going to do a facilities. We're going to do Splash Emporium. And a photo kiosk. Let's go ahead and bring up our painted brick. Painted brick. And let's see. Doorway. Okay. Splat. There you are. Let's see. Let's go. There should be good. It just does that. Okay, so what we'll do then is on. And we'll use that one for the Photoshops. So we'll do Splash Emporium. Shop. Photo kiosk. As we did with the other ones. Shop. There we go. So let's do... let's see. Let me connect these all together real quick, and then we will continue onwards. So we're going to take this and make our new one. Let's go for a pink. No, let's do honeydew. And we're just going to do a generic 6x6. Whoops. Okay. It's time to be annoying. couple of different ways. Line with 6. Okay. Part 1. Can I put it lower than 4? No, I cannot. So I have to do that. Okay. 6. To that. 6. To that. Oh boy. I am probably going to hate myself for this. And you'll see why in a little bit. So, step number 1. Split object from building. Edit building. Grid size 6.56. Let me grab a shop window. Oh wait, paint it. That'll be easier. Paint. Because this is where we're going to put facilities. A restaurant kitchen. People will be able to see inside there. Let's do that arch. Why am I doing that way? Paint. Then this way. Right, I'm on the other one. This is the one I need to edit. Now we're normal again. There will be cool things that we will do with that thing. But for right now, I hate having to work on the grid size like that. It disrupts what I'm doing again. I had a better idea. No, not that one. You go away. Let's see. Sorry, thinking about what I want to do. Oh yeah, the back one of the backs was going to be a facility thing anyway, so it's fine where it is. Because it's always good to have a little extra guest services and restrooms around, and especially in one that could be construed as a shopping area. In an area that could be construed as a shopping area. So, where are we? Alright, we have this. Transitions over to here. We're going to move you out of the way. It's all coming together. You see? You see? See, that concept of a plan is actually becoming a plan. Also, this fits with the gardens aesthetic by having the nice mirrored set here. I'm sorry, I'm very much inspired by, I went to my first time ever going to the Huntington Gardens, last month. We went there for my birthday. in January. This is probably longer than January for that, so that's why I'm clarifying. But yeah, so went there. That was my first time ever going there, and I adored it. It's I like going to like gardens and stuff like that. That's part of the reason why I'm kind of going with the garden angle on the park here as well, because it's very much a not just a familiar style, but it is also one that I'm like very much into. I like botanical gardens and stuff like that. I think they are great fun. I know there are probably a lot of people who will be like, are you sure? Are you sure about that? And I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, they're fun. Gardens are good. Gardens are fun. Where is my photo? This one I'm going to use the... There we go. Use the mode to get a little bigger. Okay, and then... Let's see, for the final one, because it won't actually take me that long. Duplicate use, so we can go over here. And this one is going to be... What haven't we used? Let's use the dark set. Let's do pink. Let us do the pink. I was going to try and do the pink earlier, and now let's do it here. Oops. Pink, please. There we go. I forgot you two. Okay. Now I'm in the groove. Now we're moving. Oh, yeah, that's what I need to do. Tea green, okay. I think it switched to there because... nope, it's still a honeydew. Tea green. Okay, cool. Alright, so this side over here. Wilb E. Let's do... Where's my stamps? Not that one. God, I really want to finish this, but I also think I might have to go to the bathroom. And it would be a long one. Oh, wait, yeah, if I select, then I'll do it. Ha! This side will be a little bit more complicated, but it shouldn't be too hard. getting stronger. I might have to pause the stream and do a BRB, but I don't want to BRB. Not when I am so close to completing this building. This long ass fucking building. Gaius. I was not. Okay, that was weird. It was keeping it selected even when I accidentally clicked off of this. Okay. Cool. Okay, yeah. You know what? I apologize. I do have to actually take a quick break. I will be right back, and hopefully this will not take me that long. Whew. Okay, yeah, that was needed. That was needed. I apologize. There we go. Let's see. Again, we're trying to just finish up this building real quick, so it shouldn't actually take me all that long, but I don't know. It does depend on how the inside of this thing wants to function. There are certain parts of me that I do not like right now. Feels a lot quieter now that I'm not vibing out to music constantly, but this, in and of itself, is a vibe. There we go. Let's actually scoot one of you over here. There we go. Oop. You're hiding now. There we go. Okay. Let's see, we have frozen drank. What do we call this one? What do we call our photos and balloons? What's this one look like? That's a little much. Oh, I like that one. Let's do the photo kiosk on top of it. Shrink you down to 90. And then this one has to be tea green. Oh, no. So tea green is this section. Let's put you at the dark moss green. And this one shall be photo flash. Let's give you a... Yeah, that actually looks good. Photo flash. I love cheats and shortcuts. I already have a mirror open on one side. Why not just use the same on the other? There we go. Yeah, see? Have a nice couple of set of buildings right over here. So we have our entryway. You go in and we have, on one side, the Grand Carousel. I think I can test it. Let's run it real quick. Yeah, not okay. Let's stop test. Let me check something here. There it goes. I think it's slowing down. Hey! It didn't boost the stats all that much, but hey, I'll take it. It's a little more than they were before. And we'll just call it Grand Carousel. Whoop. Suddenly popped up into Frozen Drank. Oh, I'm hearing like this, like there's applause and cheers after the frickin' carousel stopped running. No, it's just, this is another reason why I put this on pause, because this thing is constantly gushing steam. Oh boy. Anyways. Alright, let's see. I'm almost done here. I just gotta get a little more up this way. Alright, let's get you. Stamp path. Stamp path, why aren't you? Okay, there we go. I was like, why aren't you connecting? Ooh, actually, no. Yeah, no. I'm just kidding. I was, however, thinking of doing the modern wood in here to look a little bit more refined, but that is also going to be a pain in the ass now that I've done this. Alrighty, so what do I want to put in which? Which one do I want to make the gift shop, and which one do I want to make... I answered my own question very quickly. Sorry. I found out exactly which one I want to make which. For a very simple reason. Over here, I have a little bit more room to do one of the things that I was thinking of doing. Over here, because of this alignment, again, because of the path alignment method, I do not have the room for it on this side. But what we can do, however, is put our facilities over here. So I'm going to put. You don't need to put, but I'm going to put. You don't need to put, but I personally am going to put. Let's do another awning over here. And then we have the bathroom. I honestly suspect the bathroom will have the longer line, which is why I'm putting it on that side. Which is why I put. Let's move and duplicate. Same with y'all. And we're going to take this one. Advance, move, and duplicate. And that little thing will be fine. We are about to cover it. So not like there's a ton I need to worry about. We'll do the one down here. I realize I've already put 3 bathrooms here. 1, 2, 3. But I will have, like, a bunch of guests over here. I will probably have a bunch of guests at the entryway. And I should have a bunch of guests streamlining through this area as part of it. So, that's why I'm putting all 3. Like, I'm expecting this to be kind of like, hopefully, better for the spread, so to speak. And then I do need to put one more up because of reasons. I'm going through this a little fast at this point, but really, honestly, there's not a ton I'll be able to do with these ones, but I'll try and do a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so you see how this looks? You see how it looks now? We got Photo Flash, Frozen Drank, the Grand Carousel, a restaurant that I have an idea for a name for, but I'm not sure it'll entirely work, but we will probably use it anyways because I have nothing for the moment. And then this will be an information kiosk, and I'm just going to give this one a simple guest services label. I am in the wrong thing. Editable. You're big. What if I scale you down? Nah, you still look a little weird. Ooh, I have an idea. More mirroring! It will not let me select frozen drink. Never mind. We will have to do it manually. Guest. This is... There we go. You've been using Lolita 1? Lolita 1? Is that the name of it? Unfortunate implications, if the case. Come back soon? Yeah, Lolita 1. Not got a U, so I can put it on this one. Okay, let's do guest services. What is your paint? Light pink. So instead of that, we can do some nice rosewood with light. Actually, no. Rosewood with a light pink border. Lolita 1. And sign text. We'll do it the light pink again. This one we'll just do some simple signage. Toilet. I like this one a little better. And info. There we go. It's information kiosk, but it calls it guest services. There we go. I'm going to duplicate an item from over here. Not that they'll do anything with it, but... There we go. Let's see. Were they... God dang it, I did it again with the friggin... poster. Let's see. There are more signs, but I don't know how to list them. Sign off. Why don't I just go over here and like click on one of them? Wall sign. And we'll make you a little bit larger because you seem small to me to begin with. Why do you never want to align? What? I struggle to understand this game sometimes. Like, why is this the suddenly ideal method for putting some of these on? Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do a poster over here. I swear, the game baffles me. It shouldn't. I've played Planet Coaster. It still manages... You are not attached to anything, that's why. It still sometimes manages to baffle me with how it does anything in its... Yeah. There we go. Let's do a picnic table in here for a big party. There we go. In case a whole party needs to go to the restroom at once. Let's put a couple of picnic tables. Couple trash cans. Because we can't have places for guests to go. We can't just have them throwing their trash willy and or nilly. Let's do some lighting in here. We're almost done. He says for what, the 5th, 6th, the whatever time. Oh, it turned into big. Some of it I do kind of like. Okay. This one we're going to do the Viking wall light. You're too big for that. Okay. Now I need to go hate myself for a little bit more because I need to edit this building. Be honest with you, I am not having a good day right now. Why are you... Oh, right, I got it. Oh, that's grid height. There we go. Okay, let's do... There we go. And you're gonna need to be darker. And then... Your wood planks. Let's just use more wood plank. This is a Western one that I've liked a lot. Oh, right, it won't go... Well, that still kind of will look nice. So let's go to statues. Statues! Anyway. I am kind of tired. I finally hit... It's not quite a wall yet. I don't know if I describe it fully as a wall. But I have finally hit a point where I am definitely having a little bit of issues. There we go. We'll put this in there as soon as I can get it in. There we go. All right. Now, it's time to put some tables down. As a restaurant, we will need seating for this. So let's put not picnic benches, but the formal, where's the formal restaurant table? There you are. The dining table booth. And the way I wanted to do this was... Why do you automatically want to do that? Game, you're being awkward again. We're going to make you 10. And the tables are going to be a light gray. Let's see. That is not quite enough. Let's do one up. That is, however. We'll do the same thing on this other side here. And now let's get some dining table rounds. There we go. Get some buckets in here. There we go. I'm not going to do too elaborate on this. This is about as much as I want to do on this. I'm sure there's probably more I could do, but for right now... Oops. That's not what I want to do. There is a bay to do... Add table. Nope. Connect table. Connect existing tables, basically. I can only do up to 20, so I already am using a lot. $13. But we have a nice middle section plus the corners, so it's actually a fairly nice little setup there. Confirm. We will use the bargain pricing, I think, for these. Can I get a club sandwich, a lasagna, a salad, or curry? Club sandwich sounds pretty good right now. So yeah. Not exactly the fanciest of restaurants here, but we make do. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I already kind of made an ice cream shop out of it. This is our main restaurant. We'll have smaller ones located around the park. I'll probably put like a hamburger and a pizza. Either of which sounds really good right now. I just ate a burger. Why am I already craving it again? Okay, but yeah, guest services is now all nice and cleared up. Photo flash I haven't done too much with. Let's do scenery. Whoops. The bear is spelled with 2. Oh, you're big. You are very big. You are ridiculously big. Why are you so big? How big is this, though? Oh, my God. Didn't think it'd be that big. Completely honest with you, did not think it was going to be that big. Hell, even this thing I barely realized was going to be this big. Kind of dig it, though. It's showing out of the thing! There we go. All right. Let's get some lamps over here. Alrighty, there we go. So we have 506 entries. We have one more entry left to go. And then I will finally be... Oh my god, it's taken me 3 hours and 15 minutes. Okay. This is going to be the most complicated one of the bunch. Why did I say that and then suddenly was like... It is now... Modular. That's what we want. Okay. Add shelves. Can I... There we go. Let's do... Oh, I can only do one. Okay. I guess that was something that they did do in the other one, so it's... It makes sense that they didn't... Exactly. Okay, cool. I can connect cash registers like that. That's awesome. Okay, that is a thing I do like. They did this in Planet Zoo, and it was really cool there, too. So I'm super glad that they did bring back the, What is changing color when I do this one? Oh, it's the side panel there. We'll do the rosewood again. The dark red, I mean. You're going to be the dark teal. So it's going to be rose. Sorry, dark red. Dark red. Teal. Okay, so now let's go back to add shelves. What all can we actually put in the stores? So we're definitely doing one more of these because I want to put, not you. Not you. Not you. Oh, we can do luxury. Prefer you to the character one, so yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Let's do that. Oh, and then let's actually do... For you, let's actually do... Punk. Orange and punk. Facilities. What else do we have available for the use? Where were you? I need to add more things. Add new. Let's do a couple of postcard displays. Postcards are always good fun. Merchandise on display can only show postcards. That is totally fine. Okay, cool. Let's see. Cool. Okay. We're getting the hang of this thing. This is a little bit easier for me to get the hang of. Let's do... I like doing a middle table. So let's do a middle table. Red. No, teal, and then red. And then teal, and then red. Actually, no, we'll just do the red. And then let's do... Where's our middle shelving unit? There you are. See, we gotta have a little middle shelf like this. You're going to... Why can't I... Okay, cool. Now you allow me to. Okay. Yeah, we'll do... That's actually not a bad set. That actually is not a bad set at all for that one. So that's actually... I will take what I got. Let's add some new. I'm going to go... Standing display cabinet. We're going to put you over here. Let's do like two. Oh my god! Look at this thing, it's adorable. I still hate the poofy hair, but oh my god, it's adorable. What are you? Mascot props. No. Merchandise. Yeah, sure. We'll do caps on you. Let's see. Mascot props. Let's do... I can select up to 3. Okay. Let's do 3 for the sunglasses. Let's do a guitar. And a harp. Sure. Why the heck not? So yeah, there we go. We're starting to get a little something going. Oh, I need to... Let's just do add new. Where's more? Oh, God. I apologize for my apparent indiscriminate gassy nature at the moment. I am still recovering from having eaten way more than I should have. Actually not entirely sure what's been going on today. Today's been weird. It's probably just been like a sort of high stress day to a certain extent. Assistant manager just quit, and now I got to deal with it more time again. Having to deal with that mess. So my brain is not entirely in a, shall we say, ideal location. Not a bad thing, just taking a little time, it needs a little extra time to recover compared to what I've been normally doing. So yeah. Well, those are key rings. I thought they were mugs. Okay, never mind then. But yeah, so it's weird stuff like that that's been a little bit of trouble. But I've also been, like, weird because I have to deal with more of my tachycardia bullshit. That's no fun. If you don't know what that is, that means my heart just kind of goes fast sometimes. And specifically the variety I have has been specifically called inappropriate tachycardia, because even the doctors are like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? Like, we can't figure out exactly what's going on, sort of thing, with it. So that's been fun. God, am I really only like halfway through on this shit? Actually, that's a fine one. Okay, I'll take that. I haven't added a few things in here yet. So much stuff. There's so much stuff in this game. Let's do pool float display. I haven't done any floats. And I might do a water park later. Let's do a pool ring. Anything else? Umbrellas. I haven't put any umbrellas in yet. Let's put a couple on either side there. Let's do one more postcard. And I'm going to hide one more balloon kind of over in this direction here. Most everything turned out alright, but I am going to put this one to a green balloon. 99 green balloons. A little bit different than you expected. A little bit different than what you expected. Nope, not you. Not you. Hit a building. You. Duplicate. Where? We'll put you over here. Whoop, hello. Are we getting live reaction? Nope. Oh, he did. Oh, somebody else laughed it with a ruffle emoji and a thumbs up. One of my other friends who's in the same thread laughed at it. Laughed at my showing off my friend the thing. So, you know what? Somebody got to kick at it. We're good. We got it. We'll do the spring white. We'll do the spring white for this final set. Wait, what? Nope. More information on other things. But yeah. Somebody at least has been amused by it. Has been amused by the presence of heavy metal in a Planet Coaster game of all things. Alright, there we go. Let's finish this up. I am at 3.5 dang hours. I have been doing this for way the hell longer than I probably should have. In some respects, that's a good thing. I've been enjoying myself very much with this, and I need to do this more. It's just always such a delight, and I haven't been doing it as much as I should. Stuff gets away from me lately. So, yeah. Let me take another sippy. Okay. All right. Duplicate you. We are almost done with our main shopping district. It's been for 84 years. Ah, what happened? Oh, because you're on off again. There we go. Hell yeah. Okay, and there is also a reason I am not naming the 2 kiosk things in the back, because I'll probably just be putting very standard stuff later on, so this is just a major area kind of thing. So let's see. Let me fill out just a little bit here. We are almost done. We'll do that. And you know what? Well, actually not that part yet. We'll wait a little bit on the back end here. Okay. So it doesn't look like it, but I have added 1 ride in here. So, our results, we got Main Street Shopping Center kind of thing done. Looks a little bit the same, but you know what? I'm kind of happy with it. You know what? I was going to say I was going to add one more thing to it, but you know what? I've spent long enough and I am tired. It is time for me to take a break. But that being said, let's kind of review what we went over, what I did today. So, from the Fountain Plaza, we have extended outwards our main street. I did include 1 ride here, but in the form of a carousel. Very small ride, but this is a classic one, so we got to include it a little bit. We have created the intro queue for it as well, hiding off here to the side. You have this little, like, around the building. Around the building side over here. Goes over to here. And then you exit out right over here, and over here becomes your main entrance. Kind of like a viewing area of sorts. I contemplated putting some benches here, but I don't think I will. But I did get this all done in wood paneling as well, so that was also kind of neat. A little bit more of an intensive project than I would have thought, but this kind of looks nice. I do like what I did with it. There's still some things that I have concerns with regards to the pathing system. With regards to how that was done, but you know what? It's actually came out rather more, sorry, I just realized, rather more well done than I thought it would, rather more well put together than I thought it would be. But what I'm doing right now is adding some last minute glass windows over to our souvenir shop over here. And this is going to be, again, it's not as much, decorated on the inside maybe as I would like right now. Maybe we'll come back to these later and do a little bit more. But let me move over here. Oh, I didn't have a window on this side. Okay. That's fine. That is okay. But yeah, so we have this. We got a whole bunch of little islands here that people can go to. We have a whole bunch of shelves around the side and stuff like that. I probably made this a hair bigger than I probably should have. But you know what? Deal. Deal with it. It actually doesn't look too bad. I actually kind of like it. How it's arranged and stuff like that. So, hey, still kind of nice. We got all our stuff in here. It all looks good. We cross over to the other side here. We have our guest services building, or official guest services building, that has information and a toilet. Again, I'm putting a few of these around the park just to make sure that guests have easy access to them. That is one of the things you have to be careful for in some of these types of Sims, especially on the way I like to play. So I got a fair amount over here. If you head down here, we got a big old restaurant. We have this kind of here. I didn't exactly know what to do at the top of this. I may change something later, but for right now, this is what I have here. We do have nice lit up. Ooh, let me actually do one more thing real quick, and I do promise it will be fairly quick. We're going to go to lights. We're going to go to standing lights, and I am going to add... We're going to add some standing torches, but we're going to do them at a minimalized scale. And from this, we can tell that we can actually move this over just a hair. To align it with the rest of them. And it didn't move the rest of it with it, but that is okay. It actually still looks pretty well put together. So yeah. So we got this right here. I just had to get these all set up. Are you... There we go. It just wasn't showing up because I had hit the pause button, so it only shows up after you hit the pause button. After you hit the play button again. But yeah, so we now have a little restaurant right over here. We got a nice bunch of benches around this little flower pot here. We also have some nice tables and chairs around the edges. Over here we have what I'm calling Photo Flash. It is the less decorated of the shops I have over here. I just added a couple of signage pieces along the side because I really honestly didn't know what to do with balloons and this. So, yeah. And then over here we have the star of the show, Frozen Drink. Frozen Drink is a little soda shop kind of thing where you can get slushies, you can get your Cosmic Cow milkshakes, you can enjoy yourself with a nice, cool drink while you're going through the park. Hopefully it actually stays sunny enough for that, but we will make that happen if necessary. That is actually a heck of a lot done. And I am very pleased with myself and very tired now. I should note that this is all we have for the park. Like, it's not even that big. We only have one ride and an incomplete one. That being said, the garden aspect is coming along nicely. We do have some nice, very differently colored buildings over in the shopping area. We do have some nice gardens that are littered throughout the park. I'm mixing them up a little bit with where I position them, so we'll have a little bit of variety around. But next time, I plan to make a couple more rides and maybe scout locations for our first big ride. But yeah, we are now moving, and yeah, this is... I will continue this. I will try and continue this as much as I can. Streaming every month or so. Again, I apologize. I said that before, and I wasn't quite up to it. But now, I feel a little better. Let's try this again. So hopefully, yeah, we'll continue on with this at another point. I will be continuing Astrobot next time because that is what I was doing. We have some post-game content left on that are... after the main 301, so we will be doing a little bit more there before I go to anything else. I do have some ideas for what I want to do next after that, so yeah, just keep watching, keep subscribing. Thank you all so much for watching, whether that is on the YouTube or on the stream channel here. Very much appreciated in either context. Very, very, very happy whenever somebody stops by and drops by and hangs out, even if that's just lurking in the background there. It all means a lot to me that somebody was able to hang out and enjoy watching me, whether that is frustrating or getting way too intensely into certain things by comparison. So yeah. Okay, now it's time for me to go and take a well-deserved break. I have been up since 6:30 this morning. It is now 11 o'clock at night. That is the kind of day I've been having, so that's probably why I'm a little bit off today. But, well, it was fun. I very much enjoyed it. I'm very glad I decided to do this. So, until next time, thank you all so much for watching. Till meet again on these dusty trails. A howling good day. Take care. Oh my god, you redeemed a... Yes, I will. Hi, Figer. Yes, I will be doing a hydrate as soon as I get off of this. I promise. Let me save, and then, yeah. I lost my save button.